don't think you standing on business.
Hey. Drewski wasn't standing on business.
Dog.
Big ass chain snatch. I don't think you standing on business. Surround sound. We back.
What up?
We back with another one.
What up?
Yeah, before we get started, make sure you subscribe and like this video. But where should I start? So I know a lot of people have seen I've heard of Caleb Williams. He's projected to be a number one pick either in next year's draft or the year before that. I mean after that, if he decides to stay. He plays football at USC, and he had a game against Washington, I believe. And after the game, he ran, emotional, ran straight to his mom, and he started crying.
Did they win or did they lose?
They lost.
Okay.
They lost.
They're having a rough season, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty rough for them right now. Emotional after a game. We all understand how competitive, people can be. But this reporter, what she said really, really grinded my gears. Charlie, I think that's her name. This is what her response was to a reaction to, Caleb Williams crying on the sideline with his mom.
When and where is it acceptable for a man to cry? Because from what I understood, grown men, at least real men, had some pride and dignity, right? So tell me why USC quarterback and Heisman winner Caleb Williams felt compelled to run to his mommy in the stands and bawl his eyes out, literally bawl his eyes out, following the team's 52-42 loss to Washington. Listen, if he was notified straight after the game that, I don't know, maybe an ultra close family member or even the family dog died, fine. I even said before, a few weeks ago, those were acceptable situations for a person to cry. I don't care who you are. Those are horribly tragic situations. So maybe I would excuse it if that was the case. But the result of a loss that he was partially responsible for, no freaking way. Go online to see the video, because this wasn't just a quick one and done second that he decided to make a pansy of himself. This lasted for at least a full minute. The cameras were right on him, showing him literally leaping up into the stands, being coddled by his mommy, embraced, and then at one point she even brought around a sign or some sort of placard to shield his face from the cameras because he was literally losing his mind crying.
Bro, there's just no way. I'm going to say there's absolutely no way that this is real. There's just no way this is real.
What her saying?
What she's saying, it's obviously real that she's saying it, but there's no way she's not doing this just to get attention. There's no way people actually think like this.
Everything's for clicks now.
But
if she really truly believes this,
if people actually do think like this, I'm just trying to not believe it.
I didn't even want to check the comments because I know people are going to be 100% on her side.
I'm gonna get my whole after. You can finish it.
Crying. And then it gets even better, because then RG3 had the audacity to tweet out this, saying, quote, "Watching Caleb Williams sobbing with his family after losing the game will break your heart. This young man pours his heart out for his team every time he plays. Any NFL team would be lucky to have him as their quarterback, and this emotion shows how much this game means to him." And I gotta say, I totally disagree with this. An NFL team needs a leader, someone who will go straight to the locker room with the team after the game, accepting that it was their own fault that they lost, and vowing to never let it happen again. That is what should happen on the part of quarterback Caleb Williams, not running to his mommy, bawling his eyes out, and creating a spectacle for the cameras. Oh, and then after the game, in the post-game presser, Williams said that he wanted to just go home and cuddle with his dogs and watch some shows. What's with men these days? How is this deemed acceptable in their minds? And then propped up by other so-called masculine men, afterwards. That would be RG3 that I'm referring to. So maybe not so masculine. Not to mention, Caleb Williams is also known for painting his nails. His excuse? His mother is a nail technician. Okay, let me just say, I'm totally all for a man who takes care of himself. Go get yourself a manicure. If you've got cuticles, if you got hangnails, please get those taken care of. But painting your nails, I don't care who it is. I don't care for what reason you're doing it. It is suspect, and I will never change my mind about that. Caleb Williams, to sum it up, he's soft, he's a crybaby, and I implore any NFL scouts to keep this pathetic scene in mind when concocting their idea of what a leader on an NFL team looks like.
Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Ah, man. All right, here we go. Let me just get into it. Where do I start? Okay, here we go. This is where we get into the men. Men can't cry. Men can't show feelings. Men can't express how they feel. Mental health for men is a joke. This is all along those lines with what basically she's getting at, and just using the craziest words ever. Like, how do you even have a show? Like, how do people even? I guess people support her no matter what. Don't matter. Blah blah blah. We're like faulting somebody, critiquing somebody, putting somebody down for being upset after a loss when you probably never played a sport ever in your entire life, never played a professional sport at that in your entire life, like never even been close to even being professional or anything, but yet you're here talking about somebody being emotional and crying to their mom. Like, what is people's problem, bro? Literally. Like, you're not a leader. Like, your leader card is revoked because you went and you cried to your mom, or you said that you just wanted to go home and be with your dogs and watch movies or whatever. You're not a leader after that?
You done?
Yeah, go ahead, man. For now I'm done.
When I first heard this, I had a lot of mixed emotions. Hearing this is why people don't understand men's mental health is the most dangerous thing in the world right now. And she can sit up here and say all this about how a professional athlete, collegiate athlete at the highest level is crying to his mom because he's more motivated than ever to win a game. Everyone knows you put so much emotions into this game 24/7. No matter what, we're gonna get mad, we're gonna get angry, we're gonna cry. If the game matters. If I want him as my leader, I will want him. It shows that he cares about the game. I don't understand why people think people's emotions, they think they don't care about the game, they're a distraction, they all this and that. No, they care about the game more than more people that's playing the same exact sport.
You're playing football though, bro. You gotta be a man about it. You can't be crying on the football field.
I'm confused. We can't cry nowhere. We can't cry at all. So we just want us men, keep our emotions in and not, express them. Yeah, that's going great. I join all the people in the world that tells us this. And guess who has the highest suicide rate? Exactly. Because it's people like this that has a show that's talking nonsense just for fucking clicks, just to shit on a man. You don't even play the same sport. You don't know what's going on in his mind. And so you can sit up here and talk about and fucking shit on a teenager?
Teenager.
And you probably like 20, 25, 26, probably in your 30s. I don't know. But what the fuck gives you the right to shit on a young kid showing that he cares about the game? I don't understand why we give people a fucking platform that talks about dog shit nothing. We can't get our nails done? I'm baffled.
I know. It's
this shit. What year are we in? I'm confused. If you have a problem with males getting their nails done, go look yourself in the mirror.
It's crazy how they be wanting men so bad to like be open with them and talk about their feelings, but then the second that we do, we get looked down on and get talked about or get laughed at or, you know, made into a meme or, you know, just stuff like that. And it's just, people really like have these, you know, these stereotypes of what a man is supposed to be. Like they have these norms, these gender norms just cemented in their brain of what a man is supposed to be, or what a man is supposed to not be, or what a man is supposed to wear, or what color a man is supposed to wear. And times have changed so much. We had this conversation on, you know, an earlier episode before where it's just times have changed so much. Men can wear pink, men can cry, men can like just get their nails done and painted, like, and it shouldn't matter. Like it literally should not matter. Like if it's not affecting you, if it's not any of your business, then just stay out of it. Just stay out of it and go about your day. But we have people like this that spread information like this, that harmful information like this, and it's just sad to see, man.
Because people like you always want to shit on us males because we want to show our emotions. It doesn't make sense to me how you want a grown male that you don't even know personally. You don't know. You just watch. You want him to act a certain way. It makes no sense. If I'm passionate about the game, I'm going to express my emotions. Because I know I put so much into the fucking game and ended up losing. I'm going to express how I feel at that moment. I feel like I let my team down. That's how he probably felt. He felt like he couldn't do enough to get his team to win. But you're just okay just sitting there shitting on the dude. But here's a video of LaShawn McCoy, a former NFL running back. He had basically the same thing we were basically saying.
So I'm gonna say this, right? I loved it, right? And I don't do no crying. I loved it though. Just because we've never seen a player of this magnitude of how good he is. The expectation level of where they put him at, not just this year, but the year before, last year. Maybe the year before last year. He was been hyped up. And for him to go in the stands and cry with his mom and his parents, that shows you who he really is. This is like, and then for you to say you gotta cry in the locker room for what? Wow. I gotta pick and choose where I can use my emotions? No, I love that about him just because it shows who he really is. He cares about winning. If I'm gonna take a player and the number one pick, right, to lead my franchise, to turn my franchise around, and I see something like this, I love him even more. He's a great player that shows I hate to lose. They're on a 2-game losing streak. It's USC. It's Caleb Williams' big football. He upset he lost. I love to see that. I don't want to wait to the locker room. I'm pissed off. I'm mad as hell. I don't have time to go to the locker room and cry. I'm mad as hell. I see my mom. I'm sad. And I like to see that because a lot of players that I play with, I won't even say the names because they might make me mad just thinking about it. We lose games and I put my heart and soul into the game. Training every day, working out. I can't wait to get to the game on Sunday. The ball out. I'm balling like normal, and you used to ball like normal. In this game, you're not balling. Okay, you're not balling this game and next game. Something like, man, he gotta be frustrated. He gotta be mad. He might cry at home with his mom, and I see him, and he's not. And I'm thinking, I'm pissed. Like, my man, what's up? A lot of issues that they have with Russell Wilson is that he don't show enough emotion. Last year, he played awful. You know what he did every game after the game? Hey, Bronco Nation, let's ride. We'll be better. We don't want to hear that. We want to see some frustration. Everybody's different. I've seen players that's great players like Tom Brady. He gets mad, we ain't playing well, he ain't playing good, he yelling. Let's go, guys, let's get it going. He might break a tablet. Stephon Diggs, they want to come at him a certain way. He loves to win the game. He plays hard. He's real passionate. He might throw his hands up, he might do this and that, but he loves to play the game. I need that. When you don't show me nothing like this, even so, show me something. If you don't show me nothing, I say, yeah, he don't care about the game. He worry about his paycheck.
They've lost three of the...
That's what it comes down to. The kid is passionate about the game.
Yeah. And I'll say, yeah, everybody is, obviously, like he was saying, everybody is different on how they show emotions in a loss or just with anything in life. But if you're really passionate about something, you're not going to wait until the right opportunity or when, the camera's off or when people are not around or if you just around your team to break down and cry or be frustrated or something like that. I feel like it motivates. It would motivate your team more seeing that you're doing that when everyone can see. It also helps with just other kids seeing that, NFL players seeing that. Just like, damn, like this kid just cried on national TV. Like it's like no shame. Like you shouldn't be like ashamed of that. Like if you wanted to do that, or if you and didn't. Like, you should not be ashamed of that. Like, just be yourself and, like, show your emotions. And if it's right there in the moment, do it right there in the moment. Like, it shouldn't have to be oh, shit, people around. Like, I'm not about to do this right now. I'm going to do it in the locker room where no eyes at. It shouldn't be like that. And that girl is the reason why it is like that now.
100%. I 100% agree with you. She's the reason why a lot of these athletes don't want to show emotion, because we all know social media is gonna call them soft or weak because they're showing how passionate they are for the game. They was calling Odell Beckham Jr., Stephon Diggs a distraction. No, they're passionate about the game. They want to win. That's the end of the day. We want to win at the end of the day. And if we don't, hey, we don't. But I'm going to be pissed as fuck. I don't know what's going to come out, either anger or sadness. One of them's going to come out. Because I don't know why people are just so quick to judge people based off how they react to a loss or a win. It doesn't make sense to me. And just do this shit for clicks. Kid is still in fucking college.
Yeah.
Do you understand how much pressure he has on himself? He's been talked about ever since he got into college. Projected to be the #1 pick. This kid has so much pressure on his shoulders day in, day out. He has to perform on the highest level. And when he feels like he didn't, he's going to be emotional. He let his team down. They lost.
There's obviously going to be people like this, like, in the world. But, man, out there that's listening to this, man, don't ever be afraid or scared or ashamed to express your emotions or feelings or anything like that.
Facts.
After a loss, after a win, don't matter, man. Just let it all out, bro. It's more accepted now than it was back then, but there's obviously still gonna be people like this who, look down on men who still do that. But we accept. Hopefully y'all do too, man, if you're watching this. So that's all I got.
Well, with that being said, surround sound. Appreciate y'all for sticking around. So don't forget, subscribe, like, comment on the video. How you think you would felt if you was Caleb Williams in that situation? Would you cry with your mom or wait until you got back in the locker room? Hit the notifications button. Videos coming out every single day. So, with that being said, surround sound. So we got today.
Peace and love.
Peace.
Yeah.